Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Now, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here taking place in Week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Quincy Enunwa, 64 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5. Yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set, hut, 50 play, go on. 55. Yeah, give these tracks. Let's go. Set, hey. Big dance, big dance. Come, come. Check 3. Switch. Check 37. Check 37.
On 1st down, McKnight fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, McKnight. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. McKnight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Houston.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd. Down.
He's brought down by BJordan. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints' 46-yard line.
Ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. Here we go.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Tuck it and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now with the play clock about to... Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Hey, Haywood!
Now this time, Breeze will throw. Going for it all. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
At the 27-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Texans 3.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play fake. Cousins. Got a man. It's Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hey, Alpha! Leave it, bring up 48!
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Listen to me. Check back 11, check back 11.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
49-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Texans.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 13! Check 13!
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
It's just me and you.
On second down, it's Johnson. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Check it out, Reed. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. What's the run? The run. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Guys, it's game situation.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check 26, check 20. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go. Let's go.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 99. Check 99. Jim. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch that. Sponge. No. What is that?
Run for Pollard. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. Check Mike 11. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to sit. Run out. Gun. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Cousins now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
53. Hey, my 7. Hey, tight down. There you go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Check. Sammy. Hey, orbit. Check Mike 39. Check Mike. Hey, easy. No. You're good. Mike 4, ready.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Get ready. Kill. By 1. Hey, check Mike 39. Five. Hey, easy. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I can't believe that. Over. I can't believe they even let you. Tonight.
To throw is Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
You're not ready. Shoot. Take 4.
Now Breeze again. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep is Tavon Austin. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 20. At the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now Breeze. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the Texans' 30-yard line.
Go!
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tavon Austin, 30 yards. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. McKnight. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Johnson takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to Johnson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, McKnight. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Now Pollard. They find some open field here. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 54 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. First down, and it's Pollard again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 46-yard line.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. McKnight. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The Texans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Bravo. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let's go.
Now Breeze. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Hey, easy. Check Mike 39. I got him.
Breeze going to go on 4th down.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 300. Gun. Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Let's go one more.
Following the interception, Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, wahoo! Here we go.
Throwing, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever.
Gun. Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. I'm going to come back to you.
On play action, Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
Check.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tony Pollard with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still an attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 2nd down.
Ready? You ready? You kill! Hey, check Mike 39. Hey, box truck. Hey, defense, let's go! Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Come on, D.
Breeze going to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Texans on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Breeze now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, easy. Check Mike 39. It's going to be a long day. Under. Be a long day.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. To try again after the sack. Breeze. And he's got some space here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
It's the score, Saints 31, Texans 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Texans on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll try the left side. McKnight. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, McKnight. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down now, McKnight. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have two, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now the Texans will use one of their two remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Pollard again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, it's Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. The Saints on fourth down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here.
Hey, Charlie. No gain on this defense, no gain. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now Cousins on fourth down. And this is Cook with the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. They'll run on first down. Pollard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.